in Southeast Louisiana means high temperatures and hurricane season. And of course, that means there are some special precautions we need to take to help make sure ourselves and our families stay safe. Today, Medical Director for Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Louisiana, Dr. Jeremy Wigington, has joined us with some good information. Welcome back, Dr. Jeremy.
As always, it's so great to be here. Thank you.
Oh, so great to have you here. We are in the AC right now. Amen for that. But look, the sun is going to be out all summer long. I know I'm going to be getting in the water, as well as many people watching this right now. What are some helpful water safety tips you can offer us?
Sure, that's a great question. Well, if you've probably been outside, you notice it's really hot. So we're probably all going to be gravitating to some kind of water, either a pool or a lake. Maybe you have, around some natural bodies of water. And unfortunately, the Louisiana Department of Health have actually reported an increase in childhood drownings as of late. So we really need to put some emphasis on water safety for families, especially with small children. So really, if you have a pool or you're near, bodies of water at home, or you're going to be going to bodies of water, such as a pool or lake or whatever, we want to make sure those small children are protected from wandering into that water. So if you have a pool, make sure there's a fence around it. You want to use barriers at home to make sure there's not easy access. Other things that we recommend for families, especially with small children, or if you have children with chronic illnesses, that may be more susceptible, CPR classes are not a bad idea. They're usually pretty easy to find. You can search for them online. Some community resources offer them. Also, you want to make sure if you're going to be out on a boat, make sure you study up on your boat safety. Make sure you've got your life jackets and life jackets that fit everybody. Make sure you've got size appropriate, age appropriate life jackets. Also, you want to make sure that if you're going to be out in a lake or some natural body of water, don't swallow that water.
Right.
So there can be some natural contaminants there that can give us some stomach bugs and things like that. So you don't want to swallow that water.
We do not want to do that. And speaking of CPR, we just did an infant CPR segment yesterday. GreatDayLouisiana.com if you want to learn how to protect newborns if they need CPR. But look, we're going to get in the water, which is great, but we can't escape that sun, Dr. Jeremy. It's here all season long. What are some of your tips on how to stay safe in the sun?
Sure, yeah, it's already beating down on us, and we're just in the beginning of summer as of June. So you really want to protect yourself from the sun as much as possible. Sunscreen, of course, at least SPF 15, but if you have a history of skin cancer or other sun sensitivities, you might want to talk to your doctor. You might need a much higher SPF, but you want to make sure you do at least 15. That's very important. Also, people forget to wear sunglasses. Our eyes, our retina, they're susceptible to the sun as well. So there's things that can happen inside our eyes that we can't even see. So make sure you're wearing good UV protection sunglasses. Oftentimes those $5 sunglasses from the gas station don't have UV protection.
Why are you talking about me? Okay.
Want to make sure you check for that UV protection. And also, sunscreen may not protect you 100%. So if possible, wear a long sleeve or baggy clothing. That will add some extra protection to your body, especially in those sensitive areas. And a wide-brimmed hat. The tops of our ears and the tops of our nose are really susceptible to the sun because that's right direct under the sun. So often that's where skin cancers and things will occur. So wearing a very wide-brimmed hat will help to protect those areas specifically.
Now, if you wear glasses like me and you can't wear sunglasses, do you suggest maybe just wearing a hat to protect yourself? Or do I take my glasses off, don't see for a little bit, and wear the sunglasses?
Well, actually, they do make lenses that have UV protection built in to the lenses that may not be tinted. So there's several options. If you have an eye doctor, you may want to talk to them about maybe some prescription glasses. Or if you're like me, you don't have a mild vision impairment, sometimes you can wear just the regular sunglasses and maybe you can just squint a little. But yes, if you can't wear prescription sunglasses or other UV protection, you need that vision. Yeah, protect your eyes as much as possible in the shade, like a wide-brimmed hat.
I got to talk to my eye doctor because I have a very high prescription, so I don't know if that's going to work for me. But look, overheating is also something we have to combat this summer. What are your tips on how to not be overheated, and how do we know if we're overheated?
Yes, the best way to protect yourself from overheating is being out in the heat in little short segments of time. Don't go to the beach without some plan for sun protection. Bring in an umbrella, something to keep you in the shade. Make sure you have a plan. Secondly, you got to know what it's like to be overheated. So that's a really great question. Usually people's first symptom of overheating is fatigue. They feel very drained all of a sudden, very fatigued. You may then start to develop other symptoms like dizziness, nausea, vomiting, and actually if you stop sweating, that's actually worse than if you are heavily sweating. So once you're heavily sweating, that means you've got liquid in your body. But if you were to have a child and they seem, you know, red or overheated and then they stop sweating, that means they could also be dehydrated. So again, be very mindful, especially if you're going to be taking part in like adult beverages. You want to make sure you have a big plan. Get to a cool area very quickly if you do feel overheated or you notice overheating. Also drink cool water, not necessarily ice water, because you want to be able to intake that water pretty easily. You know, super cold water might not be great. Keep your pets out of the heat as well. Don't forget those pets.
Some really great tips. And you know, just like if you're going to like an outdoor concert as well, I saw somebody overheat, unfortunately, at an outdoor concert I was at recently. So it can really happen everywhere. And look, hurricane season, Dr. Jeremy, is here as well. What are some of your tips real quick on how we can be prepared for this upcoming season?
Sure. Know your healthcare coverage. If you have any questions about what's covered, call that number on the back of your card. Keep a list of your and your family's health conditions on a piece of paper, as well as all your medications. That way, if you were to have to leave your medications behind, you'll know what you're taking, what the dosages are. So really, it's about preparation and planning. That's your number one key.
And knowing that telehealth is available, everybody.
Oh, absolutely.
Dr. Jeremy, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We're going to enjoy the AC a little bit more, everybody. But look, if you want more tips on how to stay safe this summer, head over to bcbsla.com/summer, or of course, follow them on social media at bcbsla. All right, everybody, stay right there. A lot more to come on Great Day when we come back.